What's going on YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome to another Justice League Dark Apokolips War discussion video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the trailer that was finally released today. There's a lot of anticipation amongst a lot of people within my comment section. Pretty much everybody was getting excited for this thing. The trailer's finally dropped. It's only a minute and a half, so it's kind of a short trailer, a lot shorter than I was expecting for a movie of this scale. They definitely kept a lot of it from the sneak peek hidden. And I'm kind of surprised by that, but, you know, they don't want to give everything away for everyone who hasn't seen it, but the sneak peek gives a lot more away. This one you wouldn't expect going into it, like how dark it's going to be based on this trailer. I mean, it's going to get messed up for sure, but the sneak peek definitely showcases the more brutal, dark-natured side of it. They're keeping a lot of it out of this trailer, so I'm going to get into some spoilers for those of you who haven't seen the sneak peek, because I'm going to go through this whole trailer and just kind of reference things that were in the sneak peek that were released along with this and kind of formulate what I think is going to happen in this movie. We got a lot of new footage, a lot of new information. It's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy. And we're going to go ahead and talk about this whole thing. So we're going to kind of watch the trailer. I'll just kind of pause and skim through little bits in here. I've already seen this trailer a couple of times and kind of pinpointed different things that I've noticed. So we're going to go frame by frame in essence of things I kind of noticed, break it down, and we'll talk from there. So the trailer begins obviously right there, rated R. We can see right here for bloody violence, language, and some sexual references. Oh boy, I wonder what that means, or what it's going to indicate in the movie. So yes, we have the Justice League here. We have John Constantine, we have Zatanna, we have Shazam, we have Martian Manhunter, Mira, Flash, Green Lantern, Hawkman, Lex Luthor, Cyborg, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Aquaman, Mira, all them right here. As you can see right here, got them right there. So something obviously went here. Superman's had enough of Darkseid. I think they're going to be trying to terraform the planet. Just kind of destroyed things. Got to destroy Darkseid, a new god. Obviously, they're going to go to Apokolips, and this is where they're going to lose the war. You can see the parademons have kind of changed a bit. There's John Stewart. And right here's a big significant moment. This is where Batman goes into the Mobius chair. And I think this is where we're going to get Bat God, which should be kind of fun and crazy. So maybe that's what happens with them. Unleashed, global war. So you see Cyborg right here. I'll indicate something about the parademons have kind of changed a bit too. Okay, so we got Lady Shiva here. We have Damian. We have Raven. Some significant stuff happens with them in this trailer. It looks like Raven over here. I think this is Batman in the Mobius chair. We have Superman. We have Constantine. We have Darkseid. I think that's Raven. Yeah, that's definitely Raven there. I don't see Damian here, so I don't know what's going on with him. But we'll have to slow this down maybe just a little bit so we can kind of take a look at things in different detail. So we have Constantine there. This is where Constantine's going to see the multiverse. You can see Zoom. You can see the Flashpoint universe right here. You can see Thomas Wayne Batman. It's going to become a factor in this too. Heroes become villains. Okay, so this is how Darkseid, I think, knows they're coming. I think he hacks into Cyborg's computer, and basically he's gonna, once he hacks into that system, he's gonna be able to see their entire plan and prepare for them, and then they're just gonna face an all-out full-blown assault from Darkseid on Apokolips. Swamp Thing is somehow back, even though he died in Justice League Dark. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, or if they're going to explain it, but he's somehow back. Same with Etrigan the Demon, even though he died. Probably the Lazarus Pit, that's what I'd assume. This looks like some of the flashback stuff that we've talked about in the movie. Enemies become allies. As you can see, there's Damian here. He's back in the League of Assassins gear. Now, basically, for those who don't know, is in the sneak peek, they kind of explained that they brought the war to Apokolips, and they lost. And there was a moment in the trailer where Damian kind of gets knocked off of like Titan's Tower. And we'll see it kind of brought back here, but we'll see kind of the aftermath of that. And I think he's going to wake up and realize all his friends and family are pretty much gone or dead. And he's going to pretty much disband from everything and go back to the League of Assassins. And then there's Raven there. She's kind of sick and weak. And you can see he's very much caring for her. Yeah, these two are going to become an item in the movie. A lot of people have been very excited about that. This is definitely a significant thing because this is a new relationship that hasn't really been explored before in the comics. And it's become pretty popular, I'd say. And we're definitely going to see the effects of that. And here's Superman. For those who don't know, Superman gets branded in green kryptonite after they lose their initial battle. This is obviously, some time has passed. I don't know if it's like a year, maybe 2 or 3 years have passed since the initial Apokolips War. And he's coming for Damian for help for some reason, maybe because of Raven's weakness. But he's been branded in kryptonite tattoos. and he's in a weakened state. Raven's in a weakened state. The whole Justice League and everything is just kind of weakened and disbanded. So Damian realizes he's got to put the Robin suit back on. He's gonna go help her out, and Raven really needs him right now. It's like that's like his only friend left at this point, and she's like his only friend. So I think Superman pretty much adopts him. There's Rainn Wilson back as Lex Luthor. Great casting. I really like Rainn Wilson in the role. I think he's doing a really good job with it, and what we've seen. So he's going to join up with them. And here we have some people. I don't know if this is at the start or maybe the flashbacks. I'm not exactly sure, because we see Shazam's got scars on his face. I think this is after the initial invasion. Maybe they've been held captive this whole time, or maybe they die and this is, or like they're severely injured and they're coming back. I don't know if this is time travel or anything like that. It's kind of up in the air. But we have Steel here from Reign of the Superman, Shazam, obviously, and we have Connor Kent there. This might be, I think this is the flashbacks. And here's Etrigan the Demon breathing fire. We can see right there. We have these guards right here. I don't know if they're like an insurgents thing. I don't know, kind of like in the Injustice games, they're living under Apokolips rules. Here's Black Manta. Here's Lois Lane with the machine gun. John Constantine, Etrigan the Demon. I think that's pretty cool seeing them all. And then like you have kind of like this resurgence guard. There's Superman. He's fighting by hand-to-hand combat. He's obviously in a weakened state right now. So maybe when the Kryptonite, and as you can see here, we have Superman here, Lois, Constantine. I think this is like the aftermath or right before that scene. Damian and Raven here, because Damian's back in. This is obviously like after the beard thing. So Damian puts the Robin suit back on after the League of Assassins thing. I think this is right before that too. Here's Raven. She's obviously in a sickened state here. You can tell it's taking its toll on her. It's back in here. Here's Trigon. You can see him. He's trying to break free of his chains. And I predict in the movie that they're going to unleash Trigon on Apokolips, and he's going to fight toe-to-toe with Darkseid. So yeah, that's definitely something that's going to happen, I think, in this movie. Or perhaps Raven does the White Raven thing and sacrifices herself. Here's the flashback stuff. That's probably when he sees Zatanna die. That was in the sneak peek. Here's Damon awkwardly kind of floating away. I'll say that. Oh, and here's something interesting with the parademons. Let's pause it right there. So the parademons have changed. This looks kind of like Doomsday a bit. They got the Omega beams symbol right there. So these are upgraded parademons, and I think that's why Damian's sword, you'll see later on, is like made of green kryptonite, because that's kind of their weakness. That's how he's able to like fight them. And you can see Darkseid kind of lingering in the background. These are upgraded parademons, kind of mixture of the Doomsday technology. So that's why the League's been overwhelmed. Darkseid's just so menacing. And here's our first look at Batwoman in the movie. Didn't realize she was in this, but pretty much everyone's going to be in it. So she's firing her guns, trying to take down these parademons. See, the parademons are different here than the ones we see here. These are obviously more powerful Apokolips ones. There's the old parademons. There's kind of the new parademons there. There's Batgirl right there, joining there. See, Damian's got the green kryptonite sword. I think he's going to go fight some parademons this way. I think the green sword looks kind of cool, almost like a green lightsaber, kind of like Luke's lightsaber in Return of the Jedi. And there's Raven, there's Constantine. They're all working together. And here's Nightwing. Now, in the sneak peek, this looks like the aftermath of Damian getting knocked into the water. I think what happens here is, okay, so Damian gets knocked in the water. Nightwing goes to attack the parademon who hit him. And I think Nightwing might die in this scene. Again, it's a strong possibility, and it's really possible because we don't see him in the aftermath stuff. This is obviously when the initial invasion happens. So I'm predicting Nightwing probably dies in this scene here. And here we have Superman, Constantine in that. Damian looks kind of hurt right there. Raven's trying to keep everyone safe. And we have this thing here. Is this like Green Lantern? It looks like the Green Lantern Corps. I don't know. It's kind of tough to tell. Again, I'm kind of going frame by frame. Justly Dark Apokolips War. That's kind of the end of the trailer right there. Just kind of going through. And as we can see here, the main characters here, we got Darkseid on the cover. We have Damian's Robin. We have Raven. We have Constantine. We have Superman. Look for it in Blu-ray and digital. Are they going to give us a release date? And no, we do not get a release date at all for this movie. So I'm kind of surprised by that, because there's Batman the Mobius chair. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to kind of cover in this thing, because I covered the sneak peek, kind of breaking everything down. Again, here's this stuff here. So Constantine is definitely going to be looking in the past here. I can see the Morbius chair. I can see Raven. I don't see Damian in this scene, so maybe he could have been taken out or something right beforehand. But this is kind of their big ploy of using magic to take down Darkseid. So Constantine is one of the key factors to defeating Darkseid in this movie. Maybe he sees the different past histories, and they go back in time, and that's the key to defeating Darkseid. Probably by traveling through time with the Flash or something. Raven's obviously hiding off to the side here. Superman's here. Batman, I think, is in the Mobius chair. You know, Constantine's kind of seen there. Look at Darkseid. Tony Todd as Darkseid is just perfect casting. Let's see. Can we go? Oh, extreme close up. Whoa. Oh, there's Flash. Yes. Oh, here we go. I didn't see this before. It's big. So, yes. So, predictions right here. I think this kind of gives it away what's going to happen. So, Constantine is going to give Flash the memories of the pre-Flashpoint and that, because he obviously went in and he saw the different timelines. So he's going to give Flash the knowledge, and Flash is going to travel back in time. So I think this is a very big, key, important moment in the movie. I think he's going to travel back in time, and the Flash is going to go change history and tell him exactly what they need to do to defeat Darkseid, which I think involves utilizing Raven and her magic, perhaps unleashing Trigon on Apokolips. Lois, I know in the sneak peek, was just like, we need to blow up Apokolips. So I think what's going to happen, they're going to go back in time, they're going to tell him what to do, they're going to unleash Darkseid, Darkseid's going to be on Apokolips, they're going to unleash Trigon on there, there's going to be a big toe-to-toe thing, they're going to blow up Apokolips, everyone's saved, everyone's back to normal, kind of something like that. I think that's kind of where the ending's going to go. Maybe some big sacrifice, or maybe this is Constantine seeing inside of Barry's mind at the different timelines. I don't know. Some strong possibilities here. Heroes become villains. Cyborg, obviously, he's going to be the big mole without him even realizing it because he's got Apokolips tech. Swamp Thing is still alive even though he died in Justly Dark. Enemies become friends. Yep. Obviously, that's a tender, loving, caring moment. And if you saw the sneak peek I did and you've seen some of the thumbnails, they're going to get together in this movie. There's no doubt in my mind about it. There is definitely something going on between these two. And if you don't see that, then I don't know what to say. It's pretty much inevitable at this point. Even kind of like the voice actors have kind of made reference to it happening. Yeah, it's definitely something there. Like, look at that. That's just a tender, I love you type hug. It's gonna amount to something in the movie. So this is what's gonna bring him back onto the battlefield. Was he's gonna help her, not necessarily for Superman, but because of him. So again, that's pretty much all to cover. Again, I did kind of everything in the sneak peek breakdown, but the trailer kind of gives us some new information, kind of like gives us little hints. So if we kind of combine the information, what's going to happen in this movie, the Justice League is going to lose the initial battle because Cyborg was hacked. These are kind of my predictions, kind of like a little bit of theories of where I think it's going or what they're implying. So Cyborg is going to get hacked. Darkseid, that's his eye into like the Justice League's plans. Is he hacks into Cyborg because obviously Cyborg is utilizing boom tube technology. So he's looking inside him, or the mother box technology. He's looking inside and he's seeing through his perspective exactly what the Justice League is going to do. They're going to bring the fight to Apokolips. Darkseid's already prepared because in Reign of the Superman he built the Doomsday. So he's kind of utilized that Doomsday technology into his new upgraded parademons. And they're going to just overwhelm the Justice League. Most of them are going to die. Superman's going to get branded a failure. Darkseid's going to try and terraform and take all the resources from Earth and kind of turn it into a new Apokolips so it can rule and control everything, because that's Darkseid. He's a fucking asshole, but he's awesome at the same time. So there's going to be a couple year time jump. Damian obviously went back to the League of Assassins because like all his friends and family are gone at this point and he has nowhere else to turn. I think when he gets knocked into the water in that one sequence, he's going to kind of wake up and see that nobody else is around him. That they all failed, and he kind of just turns his back on everything, just kind of walks away, and then he finds out Raven's hurt, or Raven needs his help, and that's what's going to turn him back and be like, we need you, Damian. He's going to kind of get back into the field. It's kind of going to be his big like comeback moment, and he's going to save her. They're going to all help each other. It's going to be a big, either dark, morbid ending, or we could get kind of a bit of a happy ending. I know I've talked to some people about there potentially being an epilogue in the film, but we don't know for sure. Again, just a theory. I think this is kind of earlier on in the movie. I don't know if this is, because Shazam's got these scars on his face, so I don't know if this is earlier on or like the initial invasion or after the fact. Because part of me thinks it might be after the fact. I don't know. There's a lot of questions still with this movie because, you know, it's still kind of up in the air. But we'll see. This is obviously later on because Constantine's got his beard. He's got to work with the villains this time. But, yeah, so I think that's all I really have to say about this. Trigon's going to get unleashed at some point. Raven might become White Raven. She's kind of getting weakened. She can't contain Trigon really anymore. But, yeah, it's going to be intense. It's going to be a big, intense, crazy DC movie. You got the Doomsday Parademons. You got the old school Parademons. It is going to be an all-out freaking war. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And there's Nightwing trying to go toe-to-toe with this thing. It's not going to work, Nightwing. I'm very sorry, buddy, but I think this is where you're going to meet your end. It's going to be an emotional movie. This trailer doesn't really kind of do The sneak peek definitely hyped me up for this movie more so than this trailer did. Again, I'm still excited for the movie. Again, they're kind of hiding a lot of things for people who didn't see the sneak peek. But I think this movie has high potential to be becoming one of the, if not the best animated DC movies of all time. Like, I think we're going to get like Flashpoint levels of quality. At least that's my hope for this one. I see right there. I think this might be where they blow up Apokolips. I think this is it. This is where they're going to blow up Apokolips or something and stop Darkseid and Trigon and all of them or something. Again, these are all just my theories. They could all be, total bullshit. They could all be true. It's all up in the air, but I want to know your opinions on this. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think I'm pretty on the nose? Do you think I'm right with this thing? Do you think I'm super far off? Let me know in the comments section down below. I really appreciate, once again, everybody's been checking out the channel over the past couple weeks, or a week or so, since I started doing these Justice League Dark Apokolips War videos. Channel has grown exponentially, more so than it has in the past couple years. So many views, so many likes, so many comments, so many great comments with so many new and awesome people I've been talking to. I'm just having a blast talking about this thing, and as soon as more information comes out, I will let you know about it. Again, we don't know an official release date yet. I know it's the spring. I'm kind of surprised by that, but once an official release date's done, I will let you know, and I'll probably make some more videos on Justice League Dark Apokolips War. But until then, this has been the trailer breakdown. Thank you all so much for watching this with me. Again, I really appreciate it. I've had a really good time talking about it. Post your comments down below. Hit that bell for notifications. Like this video. Share it with everyone so more people can draw attention to it. We could discuss this thing. We could talk about it all day, all night. I'm always open. So that didn't sound right. I'm always there to talk. So, yeah. Once again, thank you all so much for watching this. I'm looking forward to this movie. Post your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel. Yada, yada, blah, 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 blah. And, yeah. That's all I got to say. Take care now. Bye-bye then. And I will see you all in the next video. Justice League Dark, Apokolips War. These are our main characters. And I think it's awesome Constantine is at the forefront with Superman, Damian, and Raven. Just some of my all-time favorite characters going toe-to-toe with Darkseid. It's going to be epic. It's going to be insane. It's the culmination of this whole universe. And I can't wait. All right, that's it. Take care now. Bye-bye then. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.